Hello from Los Angeles. I'm Nadia. This is The Rundown, where I like to bring together entertainment and running. This week's episode takes place in the wake of a very memorable Oscar ceremony that kind of gave me a little bit of inspiration to use one of the locations in the film that was not the best picture and use that location to tell you a little bit more about it and how many other films it's been used in. I'm of course talking about the Griffith Observatory here in Griffith Park. So let's go. By now we've picked up our collective jaws from the ground after that stunning incorrect announcement of the best picture. I wish I could have gone to Miami to do a tribute to Moonlight, because I'm really happy that that film won best picture of the year. But taking my cue from La La Land, I wanted to go up here to the Griffith Park Observatory because there are a lot of films that have been made up here. This is going to be harder on my breath, more so than usual, as I'm just recovering from a very annoying flu-y cold. The Griffith Observatory behind me, almost there. It's quite a fun and enjoyable, strenuous, great workout, hike, run to get up to the top. But built in 1935, part of the New Deal architecture to get the spirit and the economy of America up and running again during FDR's presidency. Built by a man who wanted astronomy to be accessible to the public, Griffith J. Griffith. It is free. You can go in there for free, but you can pay to see some of the shows. It's the most popular planetarium in the country. About 1 million people pass through its doors, and every time I visit it, there are tons of tourists, and it's just one of those things that never, ever gets old when you're in LA. So let's keep going. Come behind me. Hollywood sign. It was originally created to draw attention to the area as an advert for real estate in 1923. It used to say Hollywood Land, and as we know, it stayed on in history and is now an integral part of coming to see the sights in LA. Many films, as mentioned, were shot here, but one of them that I wanted to draw attention to is Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, because I loved the combination of Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu and Cameron Diaz. And this is the scene where Demi Moore is the villainess and she tries to shoot them. It takes place around here by the Astronomers Monument. They survive, of course, thanks to their bulletproof vests, but cars blow up and sprinklers go off, and it's just a great scene, and I love these girls. If you're a Jurassic Park fan, this is the Welcome Center in Jurassic Park. The rest of the film was shot in Hawaii, but I love how this is a stand-in for the Welcome Center. If we come around this side, this is also going to look a little familiar. If you're a Terminator fan, just picture it being nighttime and picture me being a naked man. This is where the first T-800 lands. He comes to try and kill Sarah Connor, lands here, frightens the security guard, kills 2 punks, takes the other one's clothes. And we see that iconic shot, which is around the other side. So the shot is somewhere around here, if you picture it being nighttime and all these lights being lit up. Fun fact, this is also in the pilot of MacGyver. This was his house. Of course, if you're talking about Richard Dean Anderson, no wonder this was his house. Of course, lots of films shot here, as I said, but none more iconic than Rebel Without a Cause. It was the first film to actually use the planetarium as a location, and this is where the famous knife scene took place. James Dean, iconic performance from him, the best performance from him in his 3 films before he died in a car crash. This is the spot where the knife scene took place. One of those scenes that you'll just always remember in movie history. The film itself, I mean, this planetarium, the Griffith Observatory, was a place of kind of the climactic action of the film, good and bad. I mean, it's a refuge for him and his friends when they're trying to hide from the thugs and from the cops, but then it's also the place where he gets challenged to the Chickie Run, and then that's of course where all the trouble goes down. And so, you know, quite a climactic part of the film, and you get to see it in all its glory. You're tearing me apart! Somewhat scary looking bust of James Dean. The story goes that James Dean liked this bust that was made of Marlon Brando, one of his heroes. So he asked for one to be made for himself, and then when he died, they put this up here as a tribute to him. As I mentioned, lots of movies shot in and around the observatory. Transformers, 24, Midnight Madness, Bowfinger, even Paula Abdul's music video for Rush Rush, which she kind of rips off the whole Rebel Without a Cause premise, and even Alias, one of my favorite TV couples ever. Sydney and Vaughn meet up here for a meeting, secret meeting, which they always used to do a lot while she was running. Gonna make my way back down. I love doing this Griffith Park Observatory run or hike or whatever it is that I managed to do on the day. So if you enjoyed this rundown, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like the page. Give it a thumbs up if you do really like it. If you don't, hey, I'll still keep running. Bye.